Welcome to Champion Minded, the podcast for those who aim for excellence, not only in the sports arena, but in life. My name is Allistair, author, speaker, mindset and performance coach, and my goal is to help you unleash your unlimited potential and provide you with the tools to achieve greatness. Are you ready to become champion minded? Then let's do this. Hey guys, welcome to the Champion Minded podcast, or welcome back to it. I'm Allistair. In this week's episode, we have a big one, and it's something that every organization, every team, every company, every work environment experiences from time to time, and that is gossip. And gossip is a culture killer. But before we get into that one, you have an opportunity to win my latest book, Becoming a Great Team Player, by simply sharing a quote or something you enjoyed from this episode. There's a few different social media forums you can go to. Twitter, if you tag me at Allistair McCaw, or on Instagram, Be Champion Minded, or on Facebook, Allistair McCaw page. But you have a chance to win a signed copy, Becoming a Great Team Player, my latest book. If you put something out there on social media, something you enjoyed from this podcast, a line, a quote, something that really stuck out for you. So there you go. There's a great opportunity for you to win a copy. Talking about becoming a great team player, I'm actually going to start this episode at page 105 of Becoming a Great Team Player. So here we go. Great team players don't allow for gossip. Without a doubt, gossip has to be the number one culture killer in a team. Gossip is discussing anything negative or untrue away from the person or people you are talking about. It may be human nature for people to talk about each other, but that doesn't mean you have to put up with it in your team. Gossip is a disease. It's a team breaker. It separates people instead of pulling them together. It's impossible to create a unified team of people who can trust each other if there is gossip present. Great team players don't allow it or entertain it. Instead, they protect their culture from it. Great team players don't consist of or allow for gossipers, period. Gossip fosters a negative attitude and atmosphere within the team. Because gossip breeds gossip, in an environment where teammates or coaches can sometimes have differences in opinion, it's vital that those issues are handled in the correct manner. In a team environment, if you have a problem with another player, then the best thing to do is go to that person and talk it out. Everyone knows that you can't trust a person who gossips. My word of advice is to rise above it and stand against it, especially when in a team. If it's done in a respectful way, your teammates will respect you more for it. Realize that in the long run, it doesn't benefit anyone when there's gossip present. Leave gossip to the tabloids. Complaining and talking about teammates or coaches in a negative way is disloyal to your team and its culture. Great team players don't sit back and let it happen. Great team players don't protect the person whose behavior or actions are out of line. Instead, they protect the culture because they understand that no one is bigger than the team. Gossip is a culture killer. Make sure you are the one who is stepping up against it. So there you have it, guys. That's taken from my latest book, Becoming a Great Team Player, a book that's available on Amazon.com and Amazon worldwide. And it really is a book that's focused around developing your team culture and how you as a team player or a coach or a leader can become a better contributor to your culture and a better team player. But going on about some of the things of gossip is, if there's one commonality of successful teams that I have spent time with or visited, there is no gossip. There's almost a no gossip policy. In fact, some teams do have a no gossip policy that the players have bought into. Remember that you have a great culture when it's you, the players, or you, the team members, that are calling out each other on things like gossip, poor behaviors, poor standards, all these things, not your leaders. You have a great culture when it's you, the players, are the ones that are stepping up for your culture, not just leaving it to the leader or leaving it to the coach. Guys, here's the thing about gossip. People don't trust gossipers. If people are gossiping about somebody to you, then they're going to be gossiping about you probably to other people. So, gossipers aren't trusted. In a champion-minded team culture, the members declare war on culture. Because here's the thing: gossip costs you in the end. It builds up distrust, it builds up division. It doesn't create a united team. And definitely, when you're part of a team, a successful team, you have players and teammates that trust each other and look out for each other. I think one of the things my father always said to me was, Allistair, if you don't have anything positive to say, don't say it. And that is something that's always stuck with me as well. And I'm like you. We all gossip. But here's the thing: it's catching yourself in the act. It's almost like trying to be more positive on the court, trying to be more positive on the field, or whatever activity you do. Is one of those processes of becoming more positive is being aware of it, of catching yourself doing it. And the same goes for gossip as well. So when you're just about to gossip or you really want to talk about that other person, maybe just pause and think about it before you do, because in the end, you could be hurting your team culture and, of course, building up distrust between you and somebody else. But I've written down 5 ways to eliminate or to get rid of gossip in your team. So number 1 is simply distance yourself from gossip. Distance yourself from the gossipers in the team. Because if you're hanging out with them, you're talking with them, you're gossiping with them, you're agreeing with them, then you become a gossiper yourself. Another thing is to look for the good in others. So if somebody's gossiping in your team about somebody else, maybe point out to them something positive about that person. Where you said, well, they actually do a great job cleaning up after practice, or they actually do a great job helping other teammates. So, put something in the place of the negative. Look for the best in people. Great teammates are happy for others' success. Great teammates are happy for other people in the team when they do well, or they get a starting position ahead of them, for example. That is what creates a great culture. Another area is, if you're standing up for your culture, call people out. Now, there is a way, obviously, to do that respectfully. If you find that someone is gossiping to you, then, respectfully say to them, I don't want to go further in that conversation about the coach or about a fellow team player or whoever it may be, because I find that's gossip, and we don't want to do that in our team. So there is ways of calling out teammates, and they will respect you for that if you do it in the right way, because at the end of the day, you're protecting the team's culture. Also, as I mentioned in the beginning of the podcast, agree on a no gossip policy. This has to be something between you and the players. Here's the thing: if you're not willing or wouldn't say it to a person's face, and you're willing to go behind their back, that is gossip. So think about that. Before you gossip, would you be willing to say this thing to that person's face? I mean, this is so important. I can't tell you how many teams that are skilled, they have great athletes, they have great swimmers, great players, great gymnasts, whatever it may be, but there is this disease and eroding of gossip in a culture. And again, culture, or should I say gossip, is a culture killer. In a team where there's positivity, the players are speaking highly of each other. They're complimenting each other. They're high-fiving. They're appreciating each other. That is a healthy culture. Bottom line is, champions don't gossip. And I know you guys that listen to this podcast are aiming to get better in every way. Not just the skills that you have, but also your mental skills and your ability to work together with others better and your ability to make your team better. That is what it's all about. Listen, guys, all of us aren't perfect. We all tend to gossip from time to time. But the thing is to be more mindful of it, to be more aware of it, and to catch yourself before you say those things that maybe you might regret. So, guys, that's the message this week. Short and sweet. Gossip is a culture killer. I encourage you out there, whatever environment you're in, whatever team, whatever college, whatever organization is, let's put an end to gossip once and for all. So there you have it, guys. I hope you enjoyed that one. Gossip is a culture killer. Remember, as I said at the beginning of the show, you have a chance to win my new book, Becoming a Great Team Player, by simply sharing a quote or a line from this podcast that you enjoyed or something that really, really spoke to you. Share it on the social media platforms. Twitter, I'm at Allistair McCall. On Instagram, hashtag #BeChampionMinded, and on Facebook, Allistair McCall page. So guys, that's it for this week. I encourage you to really work towards building a better culture in your team. Remember, it starts with no gossip, and it starts with you. So remember, you were made for greatness. Now go do the work. Until next time, guys, stay champion-minded.